Previously on The Shot, Joe is hoping to qualify for golf's most historic and prestigious championship, the Open.
Anything can happen.
Should he get there, he'll turn professional and win £100,000 from the golf app Hole 19.
The shot, it is just that one shot I've got.
Whilst the three other amateur golfers are following the same programme set by HWPO and Nobility Pro to compete for a cash prize later in the year.
We've all gone to golf courses not warmed up, and it's quite obvious why you're not hitting the ball great off the first tee.
Oh, come on!
That opportunity where you've got men and women playing together, I think that's kind of why I want to dive into it fully, so you can show that women golfers are pretty decent sometimes.
With your 3-wood, you've got around 113, 114 mile an hour. That's the average PGA Tour right head speed. That's some serious clubhead speed there.
Thank you very much, Joe. We'll see you in about a month or so.
Yeah, I struggled out there. You've put a lot of anxiety in me.
Golf has come a long way since its inception hundreds of years ago. Today, competing amongst the best takes sheer determination, harnessing of fitness, mental state and technique. Under the guidance of PGA Tour player Scott Stallings, one golfer will push to improve his game to try and qualify for the Open Championship and take home £100,000 should he get there. Whilst three other golfers will follow the same programme, then compete in a showdown at the birthplace of the Open with a chance to win a cash prize. This series documents their journey. Joe Viner is only a month away from regional qualifying. Today, to ramp up his preparation, he'll fly to Dallas to train with his mentor, Scott Stallings.
I've changed everything. Not caring about golf to caring about golf. Not thinking about golf to thinking about golf. Clubs have changed, swing has changed. Mentality towards golf. Not having 3 Guinnesses after I play a round is key. My training is now more golf orientated. It's gone from 0 to 100 and everything. So yeah, huge changes from when we first sat down together. So yeah, obviously with HWPO, everything I did for CrossFit, there's no rotation. So it's all up and down and kind of cleans and snatches all overhead, but there's nothing rotational. So I've added a lot of rotation into all my training daily, or try and add it daily for HWPO. And if I can't fit in HWPO, try and do something with a band at home. I didn't know I had tight hips until I did the testing on Mobility Pro. After doing the tests, it's the only thing I now do daily because everything else is quite mobile.
I feel like myself and better. I feel stronger. Every time I play, I usually do Mobility Pro beforehand. It's only about a 2-minute warm-up activation one.
I think staying fit, staying mobile, just the more I do, the better it will become. But definitely on the right trajectory. So I think I started at an 81, I think when we started this. Went up to an 89, was the last test. And then I think a 92 when I did it this month, beginning of June.
I guess to some extent you're like controlling the controllables. So you're doing everything you can in terms of the warm-up, the physical training outside of it. Seeing the stats on hole 19, like you're controlling everything to the extent you can control.
Yeah, we've got a month left until the cash game. With the way I've played today, not too excited. There's still plenty of time to, work on my game, work on that slice. Hopefully with it being a links course, I can be a little bit more sporadic with my shots and still be playable.
I think it's a brilliant opportunity for him, and hopefully he does well with golf. You can have a good day, a bad day. If he has a good day, it could go well for him. So hopefully I want to be there at the British Open, and so do a lot of my mates. Well, really, I suppose it's just a shame that when he went to the USA, that he fell out of love with it, and came back, went to Australia, didn't play golf for ages. Had he carried on through that bit, but I think it takes a lot of mentality to get in the right frame of mind for it, and at that stage he probably wasn't old enough to do it. But now he's really doing well, and a much more rounded person he was when he was younger. He needs a load of luck, but everybody does in sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise for not being one by feature. We just have to.
If you have been on a run.
20-hour journey to Texas, 8 hours on the runway. It was fun. Now time for some Chick-fil-A.
How much sleep did we get?
Yeah, full amount, good. Non-stop.
Full amount?
Yeah. Straight out.
Y'all open doors differently in England.
Hey mate.
What's up, man?
It says Paul. Hey guys, Justin?
Hey.
Joe. Nice
Justin,
to meet you, mate.
nice to meet you as
Yeah.
well.
We're gonna take you through, like, warm you up a little bit.
Yep.
And then, I mean, this is a tournament week for me, so like we're gonna do what kind of, this, I'm gonna work out too. Like this is my training for the day. And
So how hard do you normally go, like tournament week, compared to training?
a little bit different, but this is my first of 4 in a row. If you can imagine like a week of like heavier, slower, longer to shorter, faster, lighter as the week goes on.
Training with him was a real eye-opener. I thought I'd be able to hang with him because I fancy myself in a CrossFit environment. But yeah, it's like it was my first day of school.
Pull it back, press it up in. Snappy. Nice.
Like it's just completely changed my outlook on golf fitness and how bad I was at it.
Here. So you're gonna start,
Continuous.
get stable, and then just like a slower controlled, and as soon as it touches this other quad, man, you are flinging it. Back and forth. Like get on this side, get your hips turned more towards, there you go. Now flank, there you go, all the way. You can use your feet in the ground to make you move it more. There you go. Let's go, get them out. I'm Scott Stallings, PGA Tour player. We're here in Texas, met Joe with the whole 19 crew, and we're trying to get our man ready for the Open. He worked hard in the gym. He dealt with a lot very quickly, a lot of coaching and just a lot of information, and he adapted well. So, I mean, that's sort of all you can ask for is a little bit of effort and understanding, and just, you know, try to take advantage of the opportunity when it presents itself. No matter what your skill level, there's always ways to improve and there's always ways to get better. And I think that you guys have done a really good job to try to bring attention and awareness to that. Like, we're all trying to get better. I'm trying to get better, and same thing as he is. We're just doing it a little bit differently. But like, being more fit is only gonna help. There's no one to be like, I'm too fit to play golf. Like, that's just not a thing. And I think just a general understanding of like being able to move better, take care of yourself, and handle a lot of repetitive motion over a long period of time. I mean, that's fitness in general, and I think it kind of matches up really well. And you know, the program that we provided with HWPO, and you know, kind of putting it in front of sort of just the mindset of we're going to meet you where you're at, and try to give you a baseline of this is where you're at today, and we're going to try to make that better for tomorrow and continue to build off of that the same way you do in golf. Come on. I got this.
Cheers.
He's had a busy 24 hours.
Yeah. My glutes have never had anything like it.
Max strength.
Yeah.
He's been in there.
You can see. It's been hard. Trying to keep up with Scott is impossible. But seeing the level of athlete he is was something I was just amazed at. I knew he'd be next level, but I didn't realise. So
I just paid him to say all this. So you have Venmo?
yeah, it was eye-opening, but so good.
Back home in the UK, the rest of the cast are grinding hard, honing their skills ahead of the cash game at Prestwick.
20 minutes before my tea time and just got in from work, so I'm going to do some mobility pro just to stretch out before we play. So with HWPO, I've probably been using it about 3 times a week, and then Mobility Pro, that's more like I came to the golf course today and then used it as a bit of a warm-up before I'm playing. And then obviously that's designed to help my limitations as well. So the more I'm playing, the more I'm hopefully getting better at those as well. So normally I would just rock up straight out the car onto the first tee, but this is the routine now. It gets you in the mindset of playing a bit more rather than just going straight from sitting in a chair all day to having to swing on the first tee. This is what I say, create a W, put a W back and swing. Those are my instructions. I think because, like I say, you're doing everything you can do, then you feel a bit more confident before you get out there.
Oh, so we're in sunny Huddersfield playing at Fixby. This is the first round of golf for a couple of weeks actually. So yeah, anything could happen.
And it has been going well because you got your handicap down, right?
Yeah, I've managed to bring it down to 18. Hopefully I can hold that today, hopefully. Weather's good, sun's shining, so if anything goes wrong, it's only my fault. So I'm going with the 3 hybrid, 240 out. It's going to end up short. Just want to get it straight. It's rolled nicely. Look at that. I think I do know what I'm doing. Like, that was a lovely shot, but it's the amount of consistency that I struggle with still. But that's a high handicap. That's a reload, isn't it? Well, thank you all. Just keep playing it that. Every time I've played this hole, I've been over there. Consistently bad.
We're starting to see my fairways hit a percentage increase, which is great because, as I said, it's one of the biggest things I rely on. Putting's looking okay. Starting to know really where my miss is. Big right miss off the tee is always in play. Well, apparently, according to the stats, so, and they don't lie, so. Oh, okay. Bunker's not in play, 337.
Being like a month away from the cash game, I think game's in a pretty okay place. I guess my worry is obviously going away for 2 weeks and then having the cash game a couple of days after. Like, I'm not going to have that consistency going into it. But if I keep doing all the stuff and the apps outside of that, then hopefully, like I say, when I get there, we'll see. Maybe the stats on Hill 19 won't be as strong as 100% improvement, but I feel like myself, I'm better. Feel stronger.
Oh, he's so in danger there, I love it. Shot 37 through 9, finished it there, hit 75% of fairways, 16 putts and 77% or 78% greens hit. So, I mean, all in all, quite happy with that compared to when we last played, I think a month and a half ago or something. And I think I wouldn't call it tested every element of my game. I think my weaknesses weren't tested today because I didn't have to pull any kind of longer irons out. I know the style of golf is different, but we'll start working on Prestwick specific condition practice now. I think more putting, you can never do enough, and hopefully still hit the big stick well.
Just got to give it your best. Grip it and rip it. I think for me to redevelop my game, it's too late. I'm just going to have to hit as many balls as possible on the range, get out for as many rounds as I can, just really hone in on what I'm good at and try and avoid, you know, if I can hit the hybrid or the 5 iron off the tee, maybe take that as an option rather than a driver. But I think, yeah, between now and the cash game, I just want to hit as many balls as possible and just try and get a level of consistency out of my game. You know, when you're putting your scores in on hole 19 and you play left or right off the tee, it lets you see where your consistency is. Obviously, mine's a little hard to gather because it's always right off the tee, but it just shows you that putting percentage, you know, up and down. Really, I imagine as you get really down the handicaps, it really helps. But for me, it's just making sure I'm keeping track of my score and making sure I'm not having too many double bogeys. Are you sure you want to be there? I think you're safe. Right in front of you.
Okay, maybe I will move.
Yeah.
We'll probably need a couple. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, thank you. You can definitely tell he's played. He controls the ball. Like the way that he can move the ball around and flight it, and you can see the ball comes off the face the same way, so you're off to a good start. Like even in just a couple holes, like it doesn't take very long to kind of tell, you know, if the club's coming in the same way, you kind of see the ball come out of the same window, and that's kind of what you're looking for.
Thanks for today, Scott.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Joe, how are we feeling?
I'm stiff as a brick, mate. I'm stiff as a brick. But you've chosen a nice 185 par 3 to start. That's nice.
But we said we draw the driver.
Flavor of the day.
You know what a Walmart is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one right here. Built in between these balls.
You've made like light work of this par 5, boys.
What, driver wedge?
Driver wedge, is that what you got?
Yeah.
That's an awesome shot, mate.
Go into it of understanding the task that's ahead and not make it any more than that or any less than that. But, you know, all the stuff that you're going into it, whether the back end result is obviously trying to qualify for the Open, but just think of all the stuff you've done to improve yourself both on the grass and in the gym to make you a better player for the long run, and just like the lasting effects that will happen, instead of just, so don't identify yourself in, you know, whether you qualify or not, just the whole process in general and how much of a better player you're going to be moving forward.
Thanks for everything, mate. Appreciate it. I want to say there's a right answer here, but I don't know. Try not to think about it. Try and just see target, hit target. Break it down to a shot. I think thinking about qualifying, the bigger picture, thinking about qualifying the next round is the worst thing in the world, because then you get nervous and you think about underperforming, and just hitting shot by shot is the best way. You never play well thinking about your score on the first hole. We just had our first, well, our only practice round at Burndown. Qualifying is tomorrow, 2:20 tee off. Started well, didn't finish anything out, so I don't really have an idea of score. I've had too many people tell me about, I shot 8 under the day before a qualifying event and then go on to not qualify. Yeah, James Lewis is caddying for me tomorrow, so a fountain of golf knowledge. So yeah, it's going to be huge tomorrow. Very cool course. Kind of reminds me of the Heathland courses I know back in Surrey.
Sort of where your head's at, what your thoughts are, expectation-wise?
One shot at a time. That's that.
Next time on The Shot.
Feeling nervous, as I said to you boys a minute ago. Just didn't think I'd be this nervous. Hit an absolutely tremendous shank. Every golfer's done it. You get that window and you're like, I could do that. Then it kind of came together. I started to play the golf I know I'm capable of.
This is the birthplace of the Open Championship. Welcome. This is Prestwick.
It's not going to be easy. Stay. Category 5 hurricane just about to hit. All planes are grounded, and yet we're still playing golf.
Oh, Kelly.
That's a bit off-putting.
6.
Yeah, no, I just straight into the bunker. Can't talk for that.